Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Riley Micks Mowers. Welcome to Micks Mowers, everybody. Today is, what day is it? Wednesday today, and it's just started to rain, which is not good. But however, lawns do need it, don't they, Riley? Okay? Yeah, lawns do need it. So I'll have a quick cup of coffee. What are you drinking today?
Orange drink.
Orange drink is a nice orange drink. Have a drink. And today, and on today's video, we're going to be doing, stick it on the toolbox.
Yeah, where?
Anyway, like. Today we're going to be doing Spear & Jackson hedge trimmer. You show the guys, mate. Yeah. Yeah, that's from Italian Job. That come in. Pot, yes, you put it down here somewhere.
Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto. Put it down there somewhere.
No, here.
Right, put it there somewhere. That's it. Get it on there. Fantastic. That looks brilliant.
What's your hand?
Pluto. Right, come on, buddy.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we're going to be doing a Spear & Jackson today, only because I was waiting on a part to come in, which was just a little,
Who's that?
a part for the strimmer. We're waiting for a part to come in for a fuel tank.
Okay.
The part's already here.
Where?
It's up there somewhere. I'll show you in a minute.
You won.
Yeah, new one. The fuel tank wouldn't prime. It was leaking fuel. That's what the bloke did tell me. He did try to do it. He said you can get a prime. So I think the grommet was at US. So I've got a new grommet. So all I've done to the hedge trimmer previously is just pour some petrol down the head to try and fire it, and it did fire. So, but the tank is hanging off of it and bits and pieces. So I need to sort all that out before we can continue. So let's get the Spear & Jackson on the table. Get some tools around it, and then we'll get on and see if we can't get this little hedge trimmer up and running. So, come on, Riley boy.
Did you say boy?
I said Riley boy. So, without further ado,
I do it. That's dirty. Oh shit! That's dirty. Oh shit! Oh boy! Mickey Mouse.
that was a good Mickey Mouse. That was a good intro.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, let's get down and dirty, and let's check out this Spear & Jackson hedge trimmer. Right, so this is how far we got so far. Literally, all I've done, the tank was hanging off anyway.
Mickey?
You can see it.
Where?
Just hanging off, mate, wasn't it? The tank was hanging off. That's not part of it. I got the air filter.
What?
I got the cover.
Where?
Yeah. I have got the fuel cap, and that holds the cover on as well.
I got.
Yeah, you got the fuel filter.
Sure does.
You show it, guys, with lines. These old lines have had it. They're no good for nothing.
I just want here.
So what initially was going on?
Here.
Fantastic. So what initially was going on was the old grommet that was in here was no good.
Dirty.
That's fine, mate. You're allowed to get dirty. That was no good, so I picked up off of eBay or Amazon. I think it was eBay actually. 2 grommets. One's 25mm, one's 20mm. Yes, buddy.
Oh, tissue.
Right, mate. Go get tissue, mate. And I think it's a 20mm. It does it. And all we're going to do is just literally going to put this. Let me bring it around a smidge. That's better. Put this little tiny grommet inside the tank. So that sits down tight. I get a very small screwdriver, smaller the better, and just lift these edges up. That's it. So that was one of the main problems with this whole device. The tank wouldn't prime. So I'm going to undo these screws at the back. There's only one here. There should be 2, but there's only one, so I need to find another screw to fit that. Let me find a little tiny flat head.
Daddy.
Yes, buddy.
Daddy.
You're back, are you?
It's raining.
It's raining, is it? Yeah.
What's that shop?
So just undo that. It's actually missing.
Daddy.
Oh, there's a screw up there as well. Hang on, buddy. 2 seconds, mate.
Working?
It's not working, mate. No, it's definitely not working. So I'm going to undo this screw here. Because
Daddy?
there's actually, hang on,
Daddy?
mate, 2 seconds, buddy.
What's that?
That's a throttle. You don't need to touch that, really. That ain't broken.
Whoa!
That isn't broken until you start mucking about with
Daddy?
it. Yeah.
What did I do that?
So we've got 2 screws.
I'll help.
You can definitely help. So that's got to go onto there. Hang on, buddy.
do it.
Let's just try and figure this out.
Daddy? Daddy?
Yes, mate.
I will help you with this one.
Yeah, you can help with screwdriver, can't you?
I don't help.
Just gonna put this tank back on,
I can't.
and I've got to find the 3rd bolt for it a bit later,
Daddy?
or just find a bolt that fits.
Daddy?
Yes, buddy.
I'll try this one.
I think it's happy to say there's at least 3/4 of the parts are here. I need to get some fuel line, which I've got some somewhere. That's that on. That goes on there.
Daddy?
So all I've now got to do is hook up some new fuel line off of a carburetor into a tank. I need to get a new air filter, a new fuel filter as well. I've got one in my tray up there somewhere. And replace these 2 pipes. At the moment, not quite sure which way round it goes, but I can figure that out in 2 ticks. That won't be an issue.
Where?
So let's get a bit of fuel pipe down, and then we'll go from there. It won't prime unless the top is put on the tank. I'm getting nothing there. So let me put that back onto the other one. I'll get that off. Without breaking it. There it goes. Let's put it onto that one. Bring that other pipe back round. And there you go. So that's now, yep. That's now priming, and it's pushing the fuel back out. That's priming lovely, actually. Block that off. So it's not actually priming coming through a carburetor. The tank is priming. So I think the carburetor is probably US in the degree it needs cleaning. But the tank is actually priming itself, which is good. Although the tank is priming, the carburetor itself is not. I'll change the pipes over to see if I can't get this carburetor to prime. That carburetor does not want to prime. So the carbs will have to come off to be cleaned. That carb will not prime. Right, let's get the carburetor off then. Undo his 2 bolts first, and then we'll go from there. So just going to start by taking these two bolts off. So it's nice to see that tank is not actually leaking now. That grommet's now holding what it should be, so that's good. So that was the first part of the problem, but as I say, it may need a new carburetor yet because the gentleman who had this has been in here, so diaphragms could have had it and all sorts, so we'll see. It's only probably buying second-hand stuff off of people that already had a go at it. So this looks suspicious like the carburetor I had the other week on the other hedge trimmer. Let me take these fuel lines off. One. Oh, that's right on there. 2. I just want to put them fuel lines up out the way. Don't leak fuel everywhere. And that can come. Oh no, I've got to take the carburetor off here, Mick. What we got here? Throttle arm down. That should release Tip that sideways slightly. Try and get this off in one movement if I can. There it goes. That'll come off there. And then we've got just a retaining plate. That might unscrew, that might undo. Undo that. Right, that's the hedge trimmer out of the way for now. I'll get my air compressor fired up, clean my decks down because I'm working on a carburettor now, so I want it to be nice and clean where I can. Okay, with the carburettor now off the engine, you can see that that gasket goes on the engine side. It's not priming, so I want to get into this side here first. So let's just try and loosen these off. So someone has been in here. He did admit that, so I don't know what I'm going to find. I'm hoping that the gaskets are going to be okay. I don't have spares. I can't get that one undone. We might have failed at the first hurdle here. No, I don't want to come undone. Got a bit careful here. Okay, I have managed to get it moving. I think. Yeah, it's moving. That could have been game over. Got a magnet tray. Are you back, buddy?
No.
You're not back.
Daddy, why did you talk?
Hey?
I watch YouTube.
I'm doing a YouTube video, buddy, yeah?
Who?
I am.
Hi, YouTube. Hey, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you sit here?
Well, that's only my phone's there, mate. Yeah. With my phone out of the way, you can sit down, can't you? Of course you can. Because you keep fitting inside and outside, see? That's what it is.
Wait, where did you go?
What? I didn't touch it. It's up there.
No.
What one? Yeah, I got it here, yeah. I'm using it, yeah, magnet tray.
you?
I've got two, one over there with some other tools in it on another project.
Where?
Up there.
Up?
In front of your nose, on the vice.
What?
You're just testing the daddy patience today. Okay, here we go then. Let's have a little look. So that looks well gunked in there. I need to get further inside there yet. And then we've got a diaphragm that goes on top.
What door?
The gasket looks to be okay. I want to be very careful here. I don't have no spares.
Okay.
Hang on, mate. 2 seconds, buddy. I am in a slightly critical state. Just trying to remove the gasket without splitting it. First sign of it splitting, leave it where it is. I might get a Stanley knife underneath this, just to lift, just to help lift it.
What's that?
Very, very sharp knife.
It's sharp.
Yeah, very sharp indeed.
Do you see the TV?
And literally just keep it pointed down.
Daddy?
Hang on, mate. See a bit of dust in there? Look, see that? And literally just run it all the way down, keeping it facing downwards at all times. As I say, the first sign of it starting to tear, then leave it be. There it goes. It seems to be caught up over this side over here somewhere. There it goes. Don't get it all? Oh, yeah. Cool, right, got all of that, so that'll be okay. So gasket goes on first, then the diaphragm, just remember that like for later on. I'll leave that bit for now. There's a diaphragm. Diaphragm is really good, to be fair. Though that may not want to lift off, but I need to get into here as well. So again, bring the knife in and just start to tease this up ever so gently. Don't go crazy with it, because you'll try and get this all off in one go. It doesn't look like it's going to want to. So just start to lift the corner. Try and get right up inside and just work your way around. This will take a bit of time, so I may have to come back to you. It's just painstakingly slow, because you don't want to trash this gasket. It is proper gunked in there. I dare say that's the reason why this won't run. So let's just try working some fluid down through all these orifices, just to try and loosen up that gasket the other side. It's a big lump of gunk just come out of there. See that there? Let's run some fuel in there. That's a Welch plug area. That's got to come out as well yet. There's a Welch plug. Let's have him out. Good. Don't lose that. And all this gunk here, look. Let me show you. All that lovely stuff. There's no way that carburetor would ever run with all that stuff in it. That's now running. See, that wasn't running earlier, that small one, was it? That was filled up. Right, that's that bit done. So I want to get underneath here if I can. Sometimes just by spreading some WD-40, you can allow this just to come up. Keep the blade pointed downhill. And just slowly start to tease this up. I might want to run my knife down the edge of it. I may have to come back to you, because this is going to take a bit of time. This is not going to be a quick fix. Let me try and remove this diaphragm off first if I can. That'll give me a bit better access. Without tearing it. That it will want to tear, I can guarantee you that. There it comes, I can get in there now. That's better. So that's why I wanted to get into here, because you've got a little needle floating here, which is that ball bearing on that side there. You see it working there? So that's why I wanted to get into here. Cool, that won't undo. At all. That's such a soft screw. I don't think that's going to come out. So what I'll have to do is force that back and then run some fluid through it. There's no way that's going to come out. That's been in there so long, and it's such a soft metal. I tried putting a flat-headed driver in there because the Phillips won't even get hold of it. No. Just going to trash it. I have trashed it. So let me try and run some stuff through there by pushing that needle back. Should allow me to run some fluid. Let me try and get it lined up for you so you can see, like that. And it'll run fluid out the back. And I'll get my air compressor with that needle pushed away. That's got him. You've got a little hole just behind here, down in here. And that runs through that hole there. Underneath. And put that underneath there, and that'll run fluid straight out the centre. Oh, put my straw back on. It will run fluid that way. Back through. And that's running it out there now, see? And then back that up with a air compress. Who have we got? Roy's the boy is on the phone, everybody, whilst I'm trying to do my hedge cutter. Say hello to YouTube land, Roy.
Hello there, YouTubers. It's Roy's the boy, and welcome to Micks Mowers.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm just rocking and rolling with a Spears Jackson carburetor.
Okay.
And we all know how Mick Mowers likes two-stroke engines, don't we?
Oh, certainly. Throws them in the bin normally.
But yeah, it's, I've got a Spear and Jackson hedge trimmer that I bought off of a fella that he's already had a go at it and couldn't get it to even fire. But the you know, the rubber bung on the back of the fuel tank that holds the two lines in place.
Yes.
Yeah, that was US. So every time we primed the tank, it was chucking fuel out the bung. So I got a new bung for it. I'm just now in a process talking to everybody in YouTube land on how to well, I say how I clean carburetors without losing all the bits. So,
Micks Mowers never lose any bits.
well, to be fair, I had to edit the video because I lost my Welch plug when I fired up my air compressor, so I had to go and find that. I have now got it, so technically I didn't lose it, I just misplaced it for a little while. Right, let me push a button, let me talk to Roy, and I'll come back. Well, that was Roy's a boy. He's got his own little mission going at the moment, so good luck with that, Roy. So let me turn this cloth over a bit and put another clean surface down. So the first thing I want to do is get that little Welch plug. I've cleaned it off. That's got to go back in. Here's me dental pick.
Daddy?
Yes, buddy.
Yeah, more boy.
That was Roy's a boy. Yeah, he's fighting with his lawnmower.
I said hi.
Yeah, you can say hi a bit later. I'll ring it back later and see how he got on. Because he seemed a bit vexed.
I saw dog.
Doug, we will definitely give Doug a bell a bit later on. Because he's doing better apparently, which is great news.
Daddy,
Yeah.
you don't get one?
No, Dad's doing a carburetor to it, mate. Here, got a carburetor in my hand. So all I'm doing is just pushing the Welch plug back down.
Daddy?
Yes, buddy.
Yeah, shoo.
There's a rag, so Dad'll keep it all clean.
What do it?
So that's that. I want to run a bit of stuff through here.
She's waiting.
Just so we can get this to prime.
Yeah, she's waiting.
There it goes. That was stuck. Whatever that was stuck in there. Yes, mate. It is raining. Yeah, you're right. We don't like rain, do we?
Yeah.
Rain ain't very nice. So it is now running, which is good. So happy with that. That can all go back on now.
Daddy?
Yes, buddy.
You should wait up.
Yeah.
Yeah, water.
So much happier with that. I've got to put the gasket on. Let's get this right. I think it went that way. Oh, no, let's try that. That's better. That looks good. So happy with that. And then the diaphragm on top. We've had a bit of a clean up. Well, not very nice out here today. Sunny coast my bottom. Yeah, bot. Yeah, whoop.
Whoop.
So that all goes onto there. Happy with that. So the only bit I haven't serviced yet is this other side of this carburetor.
Yeah.
I'm a bit inclined to leave it for now just to see how it gets on, because there won't be a lot in here, but I'm going to run some stuff through it anyway.
Daddy.
Yeah, buddy.
You see it again.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. I'm just running some stuff through it just so I know from my own reasons it's clean. Lots of people just literally take the whole carburetor apart, and there is no need to. If it's not priming, only take the priming side apart. My compressor don't cut in, righty boy. You won't like the noise.
Daddy,
Yeah.
you got it on?
Yeah, it might come on in a minute, mate. I'll make you jump.
Daddy,
Yeah.
the voice.
Nah. Might be a bit of noise in a bit though.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah. Alright, so that's all now as it should be. It's a lot cleaner. I can now bring in this part of the carburetor, which has all now been cleaned. Put that back on.
Yeah.
That'll all go onto there. Let's fire it onto the old pins. Yep, that way around. It's just a bit fiddly, but it will all go. Sorry for a delay in video, but this is what it's all about. Something like that. That'll all go onto there. Like that. Make sure it's all seated down properly, which it is. So that all now goes on. So happy with that. I can now get my diaphragm, and we all agreed it goes on that way, followed by the primer bulb. That'll go on that way. That's all clicked into place, followed by the 4 screws. So let me wind the 4 screws up and I'll come back to you. Right, so I've got the hedge cutter back on top, and I want to connect up the throttle. There it goes. I'll bring down this throttle assembly and try and just turn this linkage round. Ooh. Stick that in its little home, that's it. And we can adjust this back a bit later on, but it was pretty much tight like so, and then when you pull that, that'll run down, but that'll need adjusting a bit later. Carburetor itself, that can all go on. Bit of gunk on there. Try and bypass all of that. There's one. There's two. And that goes on to the onto the machine. I want a flat-headed screwdriver would be good. Start that one off. Start that one off. You've got to fit the carburetor on properly so it gets a good suction as well. So it's all maybe for nothing. There may be a new carburetor needed. I don't generally muck about with the carburetor, I just normally just replace them for a cost, but I thought, well, you know, it could have just been the bung, but we shall see. So let's now put some pipes on. Put that one on first. So that's drawing fuel up. I'll try and encourage it to spit the fuel out. If I can. Let's try that. And there you go, we've now got a priming circuit. And that's now pushing fuel back through the return. So those pipes are round back the wrong way. That's my feed, and that's my return. So that's pushing fuel back through the filter. So that's round the wrong way. So let's take that one off. Take that one off, if it'll come off now. So that one wants to go onto that one. That one onto that one. And now we should be seeing fuel go back through, coming in through the suction and back. There's a bubble that's going into the carburetor and back out this way. So now those pipes are around the right way, so they can now go on. So now we have a priming carburetor, which it wasn't doing a minute ago. That's not to say we've fixed a problem, but it is halfway home. That's now on. So now we have a fully functioning carburetor that is priming and doing everything it should do. So that's good, I suppose. The pipes are a bit long. I can just tuck them away a bit later on, but they can stay as they are for now. In fact, I'll try to just muck about a bit now and get it done. If it'll go in there without too much hassle. I might take a fuel tank back off just to do that. I don't want to snip the pipes. I'll leave it be for now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right, so that's that done. Let me put the air filter back on, put the cover back on, and then we'll go for a start, I suppose.
Oh.
Okay, so all I've done literally is just put the filter back on and the cover.
Why?
Because I need to, buddy, because it won't run right with the filter not on it. So what we do is I'll spin you around and then we'll go for a restart. So I shan't even bother pausing the camera, so you know that it's all live.
Hello.
It's all live and I'm not mucking about with it. So I'll just spin you guys round, put you out there. I'll bring the...
Chibel?
It will be, well, I don't even know it's going to start yet, mate. It may not even start.
Daddy?
Yes, buddy?
I do it pause.
Hey?
I do it pause.
I'll put it first, mate. Right, let's see what we've got here. So a bit of choke will be good. Make sure it's done up. A couple of primes on the old tank.
Yeah.
Turn that on. Does that throttle lock in? Yeah, it does. Right, you ready, rider boy?
Just your
Let's see what
purple
happens.
boy.
Nothing there.
None are working.
It might work. Just give it a while. Turn that off. Nope.
Aww. None are working. Daddy,
Yes, buddy.
who taught you?
Yeah, in a minute, mate. Try and get this to start. It might be the plug. Let's have the plug out
Ow.
and we'll see if the plug's any good. Right, at the moment, non-starter. It's getting fuel. I don't think the plug's much cop, to be fair. There's definitely fuel on there though. Let me find a spare plug and I'll come back. Right, so I just put a slightly different plug in. It's got a slightly longer reach, not a great deal. Don't want to give that a go. I haven't even tested for spark yet, but it did fire when I just put some pressure down the head. So, oh, that's a tight fit too. I don't know if that's gone on there right, to be fair.
What?
Feels like it has.
Who
Hey,
Who did cut you?
come on. Right, that doesn't feel like it's gone on, but I'll try it anyway. So, turn that on. Couple of pumps.
Pop.
Bit of that. Mine's up by the wheel and back in the chops. Take that off of there for a minute. That's definitely choking. And now let me take this off.
Ow.
Spark plug out now. I'm going to turn the switch off. Give it a couple of pulls to see what happens. No spark. Turn it on. Ah, no spark. That's interesting. I don't like this big boot thing on here. I might take that off. 2 seconds. Right, all I've done now is literally just taken that top bit off of that. I can't even get the spark plug to marry up. That's now bitting in there much better. So let me try that other plug first, which is the one that's in originally. Oh, that is fitted better now. Let's just try. It's up against plastic. I want to get up against metal really. Let me try that. So I have got a very small spark I didn't have before. So I'll try and get it to, that's better. Yeah, the spark is not brilliant, but at least we do have a spark. I'll get a bit of a clean up and I'll come back. Okay, so I put that plug back in now, and we have got a spark. It's not a brilliant spark, I must admit. I've seen much better sparks, but it is sparking nonetheless. So that's on. Let's try again. See what we get. Oh, that fired. That fired then. Okay, so I promise that was not preempted at all. All I've done was clean the plug up, did close the gap down ever so slightly, and literally just put it back in. But I think that's something to do with it, is what I'm guessing. So the throttle was not quite working right. It's not opening up as much as I would like. So I'll just give it a bit more. Let's try that. Let's clear some tools out. Wasn't expecting that even to start. That's why I wouldn't have even generally tried to start it on the bench.
Daddy?
Yes, bud.
Everybody?
Yeah, I think it did work, mate. Yeah, fine. It made Dad a bit jump, actually, to be fair.
Daddy?
Hang on, mate. I wasn't even really expecting that to do that.
Daddy?
But hang on, let me just clear a bit of space here, buddy.
Do you say?
Just clear a bit of space, yeah, because as I say, I don't like to fire stuff up in the shed, especially, but even now more so at your ear. Okay, So I'm just going to fire this up quickly. I don't run it too long because Riley Boy's in my shed and the health and safety and all that, but it is absolutely lashing down with rain. I've got a leak in my shed as well. My shed is now leaking, which is even worse. So I need a new shed.
Why?
Because Daddy's old shed is falling apart at the seams.
Aww.
Okay. I have just adjusted the throttle ever so slightly. So I'm not going to choke it this time. I'm not even going to prime it. Okay, another fantastic little fix. That little Spears and Jackson hedge trimmer is now up and running. It is raining, mate. It's raining outside the shed and inside the shed. We've got a leak. We've got several leaks actually. I think the old Phelps had it. I do need to get a new shed. I don't think it's worth keeping this one. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Spear and Jackson hedge cutter all running up as it should do. I need to tune the carburetor. I'm going to put a new spark plug in because the spark is not brilliant. I'm pretty sure that's half the reason why I didn't want to start in the first place. So I'll get a new plug for it. Done and dusted. So happy, Riley? Happy, Riley. Want some juice, Riley? That's some juice, Riley.
Did you Coke?
Hey?
Coke.
No, I want no Coke today. No, doesn't have a coffee.
Where?
Doesn't have a coffee. Have some juice. Nice. Flavour?
Orange.
Orange. Cool. So thank you very much for watching myself and little Riley Boy on this episode of Micks Mower. Oh, yeah, I'll do it a bit in a minute. Yeah, I was getting to that before we cut in. So thank you very much for watching this episode.
Oh boy!
You are fantastic.
You shall we see
And I love you.
Oh
I love
boy!
you lots. Right, so thank you very much for watching this episode of Micks Mowers. I hope you found it informative, made a bit of fun along the way. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and whack the old bell.
What bell?
The bell will be down there somewhere. Yeah,
Here or here?
somewhere down there, mate.
Here.
Give that a bit of a whack, and that'll give you a notification as to when we release another video. Apart from that, don't forget, more importantly, leave a comment. Leave a comment down below, positive or negative. We don't really mind. You'll get the honest answer back. What you see is what you get on Micks Mowers. There's no hidden frills, no spills, or nothing along that line. So it is what it is. So thank you very much, and we'll catch you again on the next episode very soon of Micks Mowers. very soon. But until then, more importantly, don't forget, everybody, take it easy.
Oh boy!